Oh. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to more Mass Effect 2. I just got done having the living daylights scared the fuck out of me by, by Alien Isolation. I'm Savage Hound Dusk, and today, hopefully, we will be able to wrap up the second installment of the Mass Effect trilogy. Because it's actually pretty good. Oh. Oh my god. All right. Oh, jeez. So there's two reasons I can only take so much of that game all in one go. And it's because that game, I don't know what it is about Alien Isolation, but it does a fantastic job of scaring the fuck out of me. That's one of the best designed horror games in terms of presentation I've ever seen. It really is. There it is. There's the hidden planet. I was like, where the hell's the last ring I'm missing? It's so close to the damn sun that I pretty much couldn't see it. That's where it was. Hello, baby. Hello, Pebbles, baby. Yeah, one of our viewers adores you, you know. She loves you to death, and she's never met you. She doesn't know how stupid you are sometimes, and she don't care. But you're a good girl. Oh.
Anomaly detected.
All hands prepare to burn down the house. Repeat, suspicious ship detected in planetary orbit. All hands prepare to burn down the house. All hands prepare to burn down the house. Repeat.
All hands prepare to burn down the house. Okay. Cerberus hotspot detected? Okay. Yes, Wriggles. Oh, you're a Wriggles. Oh, I can't give her, like, max warp ammo. I don't know what it is about that game, but it stresses me immensely. Also, why are there 3 Emir heavy mechs on this planet? I wish I knew, because the game doesn't tell you. But the short and sweet and simple thing here is you need to destroy all of the Emirs before they destroy all of the crates, or you will miss out on your reward. Oh no, 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 game, no! God damn it, video game. Oh my god. game is already trying to kill me.
Hunting you, Clear the blast zone.
I'm haunting you, Shepard. Now, all you have to do to piss off an emir is just get its goddamn attention. Fine. Get off your ass, Jack. I hope you enjoyed that, though, Liz. I really do. Because, oh my god. Assuming you're even still watching.
Trouble ahead.
Yeah, that's gonna blow up.
Yeah, that's gonna blow up. Anytime you attract the attention of one of those emirs, if you've already attracted the attention of another, you lose it immediately. 10 out of 20 crates were saved. The more crates you save, the more credits you get from that one. Hey there, Liz. Welcome back. Oh, God. Oh, that... I gotta say, Alien Isolation is an intense experience. Holy Hera. That game is really good about being very, very intense. Although I have to admit, one of the things that had me fighting the urge to laugh was her just sort of yelling at the doctor when she got back. You knew that fucking thing was down there. I didn't know it was down there. I only know it might have been. That's basically you knew it. You knew that entire area could have been dangerous. Like, motherfucker, please. You could have told her. Should have.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
Yeah, it's just us for now. I guess Rev couldn't stick around, or maybe he's off to do something. Who knows? That's okay. He does things. Like, she was just sitting there yelling, and I'm like, yes, please, keep yelling, you know, alert the monster where you are that's been hunting for you and has what appear to be ears like a fucking eagle, or ears like a bat, rather. Because that's such a smart fucking decision. You know, just tell it where you are. You really don't want it to know that, but tell it where you are. Oh, I'm silent and deadly. You didn't read my previous message. Oh, he went to bed? Well, that sucks. Oh well. I'm gonna head out to the mica cluster first. Duma. I can't look at the word Duma anymore and not instantly hear the Duma faithful in my ears. From Fire Emblem Echoes. Rev is always here. Rev is always here. Rev is also silent but deadly. He's like the worst sort of fart you ever have. You just sort of pray you don't have that fart. Because it'll kill everyone in the room. He's the alien. Oh god. Well, that would explain why he's blind as a bat. I mean, what? You know I'm just kidding, Rev. I would never say that seriously. Says you. I mean, come on! That thing has had some of the worst vision.
I have detected an anomaly.
Like, you tell me the vision on that thing wasn't god-awful.
For your safety, do not dock with or land in the vicinity of the facility without the proper protocol.
Something on our sensors.
That thing walked right by me and didn't fucking notice me. Like, literally walked right fucking by me and didn't see a thing. Okay, we need to destroy the infected production line. Oh, God. So, this mission is... This little side operation here is basically... destroying some... robots. Right. Like, it's basically endless waves of Loki mechs, the side mission. And you want disruptor ammo because all of the enemies in this mission are synthetic.
Hostile mechs incoming! I am Ronan!
And I brought Grunt along because Loki and Fenris mechs have a real hard time dealing with Grunt. Just because Grunt regenerates bullshit quickly. Especially now. I'm not going to go through these because it's basically a small text story of, hey guys, this went bad. And then, by the way, there's an uninfected Loki mech. It just walked over there and exploded. Ugh.
Do you hear anyone else?
No, because they're all dead. The machines killed them all. Skynet has arisen.
Who's next? Sit down!
Now, this mission is one of a couple sequences in the game that highlights everything wrong with Loki mechs. Loki mechs do not take cover. Loki mechs do not employ variable strategy. Loki mechs do exactly two things. They shoot at a target to apply pressure, and they walk towards the target in order to continue applying it.
Hostile detected.
To the right! Got it. Got the target. Moving to cover.
Impact event.
They're coming. One more.
This is why I brought Grunt. Essentially what this side mission is doing is it is spawning Loki mechs just out of sight, and then it makes them walk towards you.
Yeah, moving.
So, in order to be able to keep progressing, you actually have to keep moving your squad mates up through all of these fucking shipping containers.
Warning, hostile force using non-standard ammunition.
His disruptor ammo is actually stronger than mine.
Yeah.
Now, there's a fair bit of cover around here, and you can try to make use of it, but with how frequently these little shitbirds of machinery respawn, it's not always conceivable to do. So what you have to keep doing is you have to keep going ahead and forcing their spawn further and further back.
Alert.
Worthless.
Until you can finally get up here. It's one of the most disinteresting side quests in the whole game. It highlights everything that makes Loki Mechs a disinteresting enemy. And it also explains why Loki Mechs are never alone when they fight you, unless the person who employs them is particularly cowardly. And it's because Loki Mechs are employed, they employ an extremely, like, weak and simple VI for tactics. Off-stream topics? Okay. You need to be more reactive to the aliens so I can make a good compilation. Okay. There we go. Now the Skynet menace has been dealt with. Except the Reapers are the real Skynet. In case anybody is wondering, I'm actually feeling immense relief at no longer playing Alien Isolation. The game is that intense. Hello, Pebbles. Hello, baby. It shouldn't make you sad. It should actually make you happy because that tells you that the game is doing its job. I don't feel bad about that at all. That tells me that it is an incredibly atmospheric game and it does a great job. I want to see you suffer more. Okay, you are just telling me more and more right now that you deserve the teaming up against you that you got in the last Persona 5 stream. That's what you're telling me. You're telling me you invited this. Except Jamie is not here going up on me to gang up on me too. Uh-huh. Hello, Pebbles. Hello, Bubby. Come up here, Fluff Butt. Come on. I know what you're asking for. Come on. I still love your first reaction when Pebbles was joining me in the stream. You were just like, Pebbles, no, look away, it's scary. Pebbles looks at the screen. What the fuck is scary about this shit? Dad, why are you playing this? I have an emotional support kitty. I'm not gonna lie, I wish I had an emotional support Kavat. From Warframe. Emotional support Psycho Space Kitty. Specifically, I want the Voska variant because the Voska variant is a vampire.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
And that just makes it funnier to me. I've always wanted a psycho vampire cat monster as a pet. I'm not a lunatic, shut up. I have an emotional support kitty, me or Pebbles. Pebbles is the emotional support kitty. You're the emotional I tried to make you suffer kitty is what you were being. I was surprised I didn't find any more anomalies. But I guess all the stuff they put in here already was enough for them as it was. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go to the Rosetta Nebula first and then the Pythos. She kept coming to me the whole time I was playing Alien Isolation. She was just like, Dad, I can feel the stress. Dad, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm just like, yes, I'm fine. I'm just playing a game that I'm allowing to scare me within an inch of my existence.
Coming around for a second patrol.
Probe away.
Survivors. Bastards didn't know what hit him.
Coming around for a second patrol, looking for survivors.
Probe launched.
Bastards didn't know what hit him.
Scans have found something.
Mercenary activity on the planet's surface detected. Communications match Blue Sun's encoding protocols. Possible location of rumored site of illegal archaeological activity. Blue Sun's intentions unknown. Alright, well, let's go kill them. The Secretary demands it for all her service. To be fair, you've given me quite a bit of good service. And I appreciate it immensely. And that's part of the reason why I agreed to play Alien Isolation. I didn't think the game was going to get me that bad. That cutscene is basically that guy noticing that we're on the way and being like, Guys! Guys! We're under attack! And me not caring because I don't care.
Impressive shot.
This fucking arm. And that's why you take Incineration Blast. Hi! And that's Inferno Grenade at work. Inferno Grenade and Flashbang Grenade are actually pretty decent abilities for loyalty powers. I might just reset myself on my loyalty power in order to take Flashbang Grenade. Or maybe Inferno Grenade. Maybe I'll just take Inferno Grenade, because Inferno Grenade hits harder. And it's really good against organics. I might yell at you later. Okay. I was gonna say I haven't done anything wrong today, have I? I didn't think that I had yet.
Go there.
Not to me. Okay.
Deploying incineration tech. Next.
I love how he's shooting me with that shotgun at this range. It does nothing. Like, you'll notice that does nothing to my shields. You want to know why it's not doing anything? Because he's equipped with a katana shotgun, and that weapon sucks. I was gonna say, I didn't think I'd done anything wrong this morning. My girlfriend was even happy with me this morning, so... Gimme. People requesting assistance. Oh. They were trying to hire the Blue Suns to smuggle their cargo, and the Blue Suns decided they were going to kill them and take the cargo and sell it for themselves. This is why you have to be very careful with mercenaries. We can talk about it later. Okay.
Good job.
Right in the head.
Enjoy. Ready for takedown.
Yeah, the objective radar is really weird. Feeling the dark temptation to play one of the most terrible games ever. Oh god, what game is that? Oh great, more visions. Suicide Squad is also a video game. They made one called Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And it's horrible. Don't play it. It's one of the worst video games ever created. The online services for it are already dead. Or dying. Yeah, no, don't. For the love of your own sanity, don't do that. Yeah, Rev, why are you doing this to yourself? Please no. Don't do that. What sanity? Good question. I don't know how much sanity he's got left. That's not really the point, though. Like, why would you do that to yourself? I want a shooter game fix. There are a million shooters you could play that are nowhere nearly as painful. Why not try out Marvel Rivals? At least that game is good. Yeah, like, Marvel Rivals is at least a good game. Boring, damn. How the fuck did that get boring? Oh, the freighter's over here. you're an ass, game. Doing that blue sun's base, unlock the freighter. MSV Stronium Mule. This is alien. What? As ass as alien? I thought alien wasn't ass. Okay. Excuse me. I'm gonna swap to the Predator here real quick for a second. No, the alien is ass. Because he keeps bullying you. He keeps trying to bully me, but if you notice, most of his bullying attempts haven't gone very well.
Changing weapon.
Alright, I'm about to try and be sci-fi John Wick. And I'm already paying for it, and I haven't even declared. Missile locked onto me mid-flight, redirected, and hit me in the side of the head. Mark transmitter. Okay. They thought they would ambush us in the cargo hold.
I wonder what they were doing here.
You can't fool me. What do you mean, sadly, on The Last of Us Part 1? The Last of Us Part 1 was actually good. The Last of Us Part 2 is the game that sucked.
Is there anyone else here?
Going to cover! Lost contact!
Got it.
Moving to position. Got it.
I wish Shepard had more attacks than just a simple elbow to the face in this game.
There must be a
Knee
way
him in
in.
the groin. Use an Omni Blade. You don't get the Omni Blades in this game. That's not until Mass Effect 3. Speaking of which, I'm trying to decide
We've done it.
what class to show off when I do Mass Effect 3, and I really want to go back to being a Biotic Adept. Because the Biotic Adept has so many hilarious and fun tricks.
I've got nothing! Grabbing cover!
You got nothing because your ass is dead.
This'll put him down.
Can't see him!
You're damn right you can't see me. I cloaked.
I've lost visuals!
You're gonna lose more than that, Jimbo.
What happened here?
What the fuck did they do? Shoot all these guys and then set their bodies on fire? God damn, man. Was that necessary? I'm sorry, that felt highly unnecessary to me.
a way in.
Step 1 foot on the bridge and I'll pray for a quick death. Bitch, I'm about to make you learn how to scream in 5 different languages.
We've done it.
Lost contact! We have contact. Lock and load. Can't see us.
Damn! Command bodyguard? Why is he way more powerful than Captain Morris?
Here we go. Lock and load.
Shields are mine. I'll take them.
I need cover.
He's got a Claymore heavy shotgun.
Heads up. Enemies on
You can tell because he's pumping it after every shot.
got nothing.
You're about to have even less.
I got nothing.
That was some of the shittiest aim I have had the entirety of this Let's Play. Huh. The other crew was supposed to ambush these guys while the captain was under fire. They waited until after the captain was dead. Guess these guys aren't so loyal. That's Sergeant Bordis. Well, he's got a Revenant machine gun, don't he?
All Blue Sun's hostiles have been eliminated. It is likely that the requested cargo is located on the ship's upper deck.
Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, Sergeant Burtis basically... He wanted to fuck the captain over because he wanted the biggest prize for himself.
We can use this.
Something to do with the weapons. There's not really a difference. I just put an HD filter on it. Also, nobody likes the fireflies. Back here. A false signal? Interesting.
anomaly detected.
Check all those tunnels for runners. Report back to Captain Nero when you're done. Check all those tunnels for runners.
Probe away.
Report back to Captain Nero when you're done. Check all those tunnels for runners. Report back to Captain Nero when you're done. Check all those tunnels for runners.
Launching
Report
probe.
back to Captain Nero when you're done.
Something on our sensors.
Idiots who think they're good but never paid attention to how screwed up they were. Plus, Neil Cookman Jay is the only one who likes them. Oh, God. Rev, my dear brother, I appreciate your feelings on the matter, I do, but I really think you're definitely hating a little bit harder than it's really worth it, given your position. I'm strong with it. I can tell. That guy basically just runs inside to go get his friends. You know, like the Batarian.
Ambush!
We've been spotted.
Get them off their feet.
Got it.
No, Saeed. Jesus Christ, you idiot.
Taking cover.
Weapon.
What?
Yeah!
No. I
Switch
wanted
up,
him to
bring
switch
on me.
weapons. I am fucking everything up real bad.
This will lock impressive shot.
Hell of a shot.
Your luck is mine.
This weapon is a little more accurate than it has any right to be for an assault rifle.
Hostiles down. That all you've got.
I'm pretty sure Druckmann didn't have a very good ending to his career at that
The
point.
shuttle just landed outside the southern entrance. Get out there and take them out now.
Get out there and take them out now. Here's the thing, though. Druckmann hasn't really been put in charge of anything since then, and even if he does...
Due to concerns over employee safety, the broad...
What the fuck just happened? Did I end up... Yeah, the game made me stare at the fucking door that leads outside. Even if he does remain with the company, it doesn't matter. He's... Like, Naughty Dog lost so much money from The Last of Us Part 2 not working out that it's actually kind of stupid.
Attacking target.
Because The Last of Us Part 2... A lot of people tried to call it a woke mess. It really wasn't a woke mess. It was just a very poorly written video game.
This will occupy
Like,
them.
one of the biggest flaws to that game that I pointed out when I was playing it when I got called by one of my oldest friends, Troy, was there's a pregnant woman that gets killed in one scene by one of the protagonists that you're playing as. She gets stabbed in the throat.
Due to Phil's
And,
brilliant expansion of the northern mining tunnels,
nobody knew
our small facility
that she was pregnant because when you look at her, you couldn't tell in the scene where she gets killed. And when you look back in time to Abby's past, so that the game can introduce you to Abby, because the developers thought that Abby was going to be a character that everybody really liked. The developers just loved her so much because she was basically a he-she in appearance. She was a woman who had almost no breast and almost no feminine qualities whatsoever, and for some reason they think that they need to keep blurring the line between men and women instead of just letting the genders be a biological difference and stop fucking turning it into everything else. Which they don't. They just... People keep trying to turn the trans argument into something that's, in my opinion, way deeper than it is. And, it got...
You won't make it out of here alive.
You know, you guys keep telling me I'm not going to make it out of these locations alive, and it keeps not being the truth. But it got so much worse because when you go into Abby's past, you can see that pregnancy bump. Like, when you play through that scene in the first act of the game, you can't tell that that woman is pregnant when you stab her. Because they shrunk down the size of her pregnancy tell right before or for that scene, so that you wouldn't know until after you'd done it. And then the goal was to try and make the protagonists seem flawed because they basically just shot a pregnant woman or killed a pregnant woman. They quote-unquote just stabbed her and were reckless in their actions. But here's the harsh reality. I couldn't tell that that woman was pregnant, but when you go back in the past, you increase the size of her pregnancy bump so that you could make it go, so you could make the audience go, wow, how did I not see this before? But when I revisited the scene previous, just to be sure, I wasn't fucking crazy. You can't tell she's pregnant in the past scene. You're not supposed to. But they make it ridiculously obvious in past scenes. If she was that pregnant a couple of days or even weeks prior to running into them, then her belly would not have gone down in size. It would have only gotten bigger because that's how pregnancy works. But to top it all off, Abby has a very sociopathic behavior for a lot of people when it comes to her reactions to a lot of things. The way she kills Joel, everybody felt like was ridiculously excessive, even though he killed her father. To me, the one thing that I will point out about that is I actually felt like the way she killed Joel is pretty much the way somebody like Joel inevitably goes out. And what I mean by that is, Joel had been a good guy for the most part when we knew him. But Joel was not a particularly good man all the time, and he admits to having done a lot of really fucked up shit in the past to survive. He didn't do it because he wanted to hurt people, but he made it clear he wasn't afraid to hurt others to be able to help himself, even if he didn't, strictly speaking, need to. It was just a method of survival to him. So, I will admit, though, if you want me to be able to like a character, and anybody to like a character, and this is something that I feel like the people of Naughty Dog failed miserably to understand when they created Joel's death scene, the level of brutality that she took just to get revenge was ridiculously excessive. If revenge was all she was there for, she went way overboard. And the game points that out, but still tries to justify her behavior. Watching Epic with Puppy. Abby was a character. She was just a very poorly written one. But if you want somebody to sympathize and empathize with that character and make us feel like that character has depth and understands that there should be a limit to the violence that goes on, I would think you would want to make that character not go super sadistic overboard on a previous protagonist that people fell in love with because he was a flawed person who made what could have been considered the morally wrong choice in the end. And they also make it clear that Joel was perhaps one of the most human protagonists there. But I remember watching Roanoke Gaming when he studied the cordyceps. What the operation that they were going to undertake to quote-unquote save everybody through the immunity that Ellie had
Anomaly detected.
was actually never gonna work.
Something on our sensors.
And it was never gonna work for a couple of reasons. Number one, from a realistic standpoint, somebody who actually understands biological science, they studied that sequence and very quickly discovered that she didn't need to have her brain operated on. Ellie didn't need to have her brain operated on. They could have operated on her spine or something like that, and it would have been fine.
Major firefight here. Thought I was harmless, did you?
Nice shooting!
Fire in the hole! My pleasure.
But, the problem is that they keep writing these characters and designing these characters in Hollywood nowadays that push the moral limitations that people are willing to forego, and trying to act like the show justifies it or the game justifies what they're doing. What Abby did to Joel was unnecessary and excessive. Particularly since Abby was very young when Joel killed her father. The likelihood of her even finding him was astronomical, even in the apocalypse. When it comes to the Fireflies, my opinion on them is pretty neutral, and it's neutral for a reason. The Fireflies are not good characters in the sense that they're not good people. Yes, they're revolutionaries. Yes, they're opposing the government. Yes, they're opposing the military, but they're just as fascist as a lot of the military is. They wanted the courier to be killed, too. Like, Joel risked his life getting Ellie moved halfway across a apocalyptic United States, killing dozens of infected, tons of non-infected that were little more than murderous bandits. You know, he risked his life countless times for what he was owed. And the Fireflies were going to betray and murder Joel because they wanted to keep what Ellie was a secret, so that they could use the cure they were going to try and make as leverage to destroy the government, just in case Joel ever decided to talk. So, the Fireflies, like, I don't hate them, I don't love them. They're a faction that's designed to be exactly what they're supposed to be.
Therefore, only one missile can be stocked. Use
Why is there only one remaining kill switch code?
That should do it.
They were never good people nor very smart. No, they weren't very smart. They're an irregular militia-esque military that was organized to oppose what they saw as a totalitarian government. And the government had become militarily totalitarian because the general of the military declared martial law and kicked out all the politicians. And he did that so that he could execute executive action in order to save what was left of the people. Which he did try to do. But he killed a lot of unnecessarily... Like, he killed a lot of innocent people in the process of his actions. So, he's not exactly... You know, the general wasn't exactly a good person either, but the general was at least honest. They attack quarantine and safe zones because they have to in order to be able to take down military hardpoints. If you want to break the established military order, you have to attack it where it is. A lot of the military was up and around those quarantine and safe zones. You have to stop and ask yourself, Rev, why were those zones considered safe zones? They were safe zones because the military made them quote unquote safe with their presence. The quarantine zones, they were quarantine zones because the military had cordoned them off and quarantined them. And that's a lot of where the military presence was. And because the Fireflies didn't have what they needed to take the military on in a straight-up fight, they didn't. They exercised guerrilla warfare in order to be able to try and stop them. But a lot of their tactics were very subversive and in many cases were misleading. Fireflies were often excessively hostile and destructive in ways they didn't have to be. It was one of the reasons that I hated the Last of Us TV show. A lot of people initially thought the Last of Us TV show live action was really good. It wasn't really good. It started out really good because it started out doing what it should and focusing on the series, but it race swapped the biological daughter
Detected an anomaly
of Joel, and then basically said, "Yeah, the mom was black in this in this timeline, even though we never see the mom."
Scans have found something.
Which, in my opinion, okay, fine, whatever, but that was unnecessary, and people aren't going to recognize her that way. They also had an entire, was it 2, 3, or 4 episodes? Dedicated explicitly to a gay couple and a gay relationship out randomly of the blue instead of focusing on the apocalyptic scenario. Again, I don't have any problems with gay couples and gay relationships and gay characters. I don't. What I have a problem with is that it was 2 to 3 episodes that were all about 2 gay guys and their relationship instead of focusing on the apocalyptic situation and story of Joel. And lo and behold, I completely lost interest in the show after that. Less than 5 minutes, or like less than 4 episodes in, because the show insisted that
they've seen us.
What it was doing mattered, but these 2 guys didn't really matter. They were just kind of there. And they were the show's quote-unquote interpretation of the guy that Joel meets in... Oh, damn. Wow, I died. Okay. I focused a little too much on what I was talking about and not on the fight. Because they focused a little too much on those guys, and they basically tried to say this is that guy that Joel meets like halfway through the game that sets up all those traps in that town. Only instead of being friends with the guy that you find that hung himself, because he was infected, and he didn't want to go out infected. Instead of them just being friends, whose relationship had soured because one was too paranoid and one just wanted to get out of here, they were gay lovers instead. And their gay love relationship just soured, I guess, instead. That was done, like, I didn't appreciate that writing conclusion because it was, that writing decision, because it was done purely to force a gay relationship into the show, again. It was like Castlevania Nocturne with All Rocks. Like, literally his character arc is, I'm here and I'm a super powerful vampire, but my defining character trait is that I'm gay and horny for a holy man. Because I do almost nothing at all in the entire show. If you're going to include that as a character dynamic, do something useful with it. Do something interesting with it. Do something besides just tokenizing the fact that these people are gay lovers. Because, frankly, them being gay, it doesn't matter to me. That's useless information in an apocalypse. The fact that you're a guy who's into men. That is useless in an apocalypse. It doesn't matter. What matters is who I am here to see overcome the trials and tribulations of an apocalyptic situation. It went from being a story about Joel and Ellie and those two discovering each other to a story about several other different people in the apocalypse, which that's not a problem, but when you consistently keep tokenizing this random need for what feels like I don't even know kinds of inclusion, yeah, I kind of get tired of seeing it. Because the whole reason you made these guys gay was to tokenize gay people into the show, because there weren't any in the original game. But there weren't any in the original game because nobody bothered to give a shit about sexual identity in the first game, and nobody gave a shit about sexual identity in The Last of Us Part 1 because it wasn't pertinent to the story they were trying to tell. But you'll notice in Last of Us Part 2, pretty much right away, it devolves into, oh, by the way, Ellie's a lesbian. Okay, I don't care. And she's getting hostile attitude from a guy who just happens to be anti-lesbian in an apocalypse in the beginning, which prompts Joel to be Daddy Bear, which of course Joel is Daddy Bear. Joel is a violent fucking lunatic psychopath.
You've received a new message at your private terminal.
When you piss him off and he's trying to protect people. I knew that was gonna happen. But like the reasoning behind it was just stupid and unnecessary.
No messages for you, Commander.
Blue Sun's activity traced, ambush site detected, missile launch detected, nice work on Daratar. Those are all the little assignments that I've been completing. It's like, this show, like, and this is what I mean when I say stop tokenizing gay people. If you can delete that character from the show, and the only difference is there's no gay people in the show, then you have insulted gay people by making this character. Because that character basically exists to be random gay representation and nothing else. They're not important, they don't have their own story, they don't matter. I just threw them in here because I needed to have a gay character in here somewhere. Why? What does that matter? Why is it such a big deal that we have to have that? Is there something wrong with with ignoring people's sexuality in an apocalypse where your sexuality means exactly dick? Now, I'm not saying we should just go back in time to the days when people were oppressive towards other people over their sexualities, because I don't believe in that, first of all. But second of all, I don't feel like putting somebody in a show and making them gay is just magically a way to improve everything. It doesn't improve anything. He's just there and he's gay. That's all that means. And then you try to act like it's a Brave New World because we have so many gay characters. But here's the thing. They're gay and they don't do anything. They're gay and they're useless to the story. They're gay and they're not important. I feel like that's offensive to gay people. And I feel like if you actually listened to gay people when they talk about stuff like that, you would understand why. Stop trying to just force all of this crap in here. You want to know why people thought Castlevania Nocturne was a woke mess? You had two black characters who were static the whole show, even though they both technically underwent some pretty horrific circumstances in their existence. One of whom was basically a Mary Sue in a net, and then you had all of the previous continuity establishments of the first show violated when it came to devil forging, because the succubus got brought back, actively remembered who she was when she was brought back, even though that's not possible because your soul is completely reincarnated, and had her loyalty to her mistress completely adherent, and could refuse command of the Devil Forger. That's also impossible. You also had a show that sets Allrox up to be a very important character by killing Richter Belmont's mother, Richter being one of the central protagonists. But Allrox does basically nothing after that the entire story. There's two things that he does. They're incredibly minor. Somebody else could have done them. And other than that, he has no purpose. Like, he was there to be a gay character. Realistically, that was the only reason Allrox was in that show. I wouldn't believe otherwise if the developers themselves sat down next to me for an interview and straight up told me, no, he was a very important character. I wouldn't believe you. I would not believe the developers were telling the truth if they said that, because he does nothing. He barely impacts the story, and everything he does, you could adjust the story slightly and have somebody else do. He's completely replaceable and removable. That's terrible writing. Now, I went on this tirade in a previous stream, so I'm sorry I did it again now. But write your characters as people, Hollywood. You need to learn how to do this again. Write your characters as actual characters. Do you want to know why Mass Effect is so fucking good? Why Mass Effect does such a great job at making an amazing universe in the first 3 games? It's because these characters live and breathe and feel like real people you could really attach to. That's why this game does so well in ways that in ways that you just don't see anymore. It's why a lot of movies and TV shows that Hollywood has created over the last 5 to 10 to 15 years, it feels like, particularly in the last 5 to 10 years, it's why these games do so well. It's why stuff like this succeeds so well. They don't force this crap. It's here, but it's not required. You know, it's here, but it's built to actually feel like a real, living, breathing character and arc and setup. There's so much more to Garrus besides the fact that he's a fairly renegade ex-cop who is trying to do what's best in his eyes for the galaxy and sometimes goes overboard when he does it. There's so much more to Tali than just being a Quarian on pilgrimage who's very young and impressionable. There's so much more to Thane than just being a hitman. There's so much more to Jacob in some ways than just being a soldier, even though Jacob Taylor is the worst example. There's so much more to Urdnot Rex other than him just being a mercenary. Creating a cardboard cutout of a person doesn't work. It doesn't produce anything good. It's a cheap, useless, lazy excuse for everything that goes on. It's one of the reasons why trying to write a book, and I have been for quite a while, has been so difficult for me because there's a lot of details that go into building a character, and I feel like I'm missing some of those details. And that's why I you know, when I go back and I look at Mass Effect, I'm like, this is what's getting me. This is, you know, these guys get it. These guys understand what a good character is. These guys understand what good character writing is. It's not tokenizing people. It's not just throwing somebody in there and then saying, hey, look at this sexual or racial aspect of them. Look how brave we are for including this. No, it's, wow, this feels like a person going through an arc, going through a crisis in a way I could sympathize and empathize with and really feel and gel with and understand. You can't just write a caricature and expect it to work as a breathing character. It feels like Hollywood doesn't want to do that anymore. It feels like a lot of writers nowadays just want to write self-inserts and fan fiction.
Adverse geothermal activity has rendered pathfinding function inoperable. Please use manual controls to locate research base.
Anyways, we've been doing a lot of running around and scanning the galaxy, and it's because I'm trying to find all of the remaining side missions. I'm trying to clear the remaining, you know, Firewalker missions as well in the process. I'm clearing out all these little side operations because you can do them after you do the final mission of the game, but there's not really an incentive to do that.
Research base entrance ahead.
Oh, my back. Oh, one of my lower back muscles just spasmed. Ow. Well, it didn't spasm, but it... Oh, that didn't feel good. You are completely safe in this area, by the way. It's not actually gonna... You're not gonna get into a fight here. The Firewalker DLC is terrible for about 10 different reasons, and pretty much all of them involve the fact that there really is no real story inclusion. And a lot of what's in here is just some of the most minor and minuscule story-esque elements you could ever imagine. Like, Firewalker is an example of where this game series doesn't do a good job. And no series is perfect. Oh.
Activation of research-based power grid has triggered additional volcanic instability. Recommend immediate departure.
We have to go, now.
I was right. This site was a roadmap leading to the main Prothean ruins. Dr. Aloy and I agree that this must remain a secret at all times. I will not allow another Eden Prime to occur. The gifts, the papers, all of them, they must be stopped.
Now we gotta shoot our way up.
Please keep limbs inside vehicle at all times during operation. There is no smoking inside the vehicle at any time.
Oh, thank you, game! Thank you! You ignored my jump and made me kill myself. Oh, thank you, game. Let's kill me again. Why don't you?
Warning, hull damage sustained.
That was the second time the game's controls bullshitted me, because both times I hit the buttons correctly, and both times the game said, yeah, no, that's not how that gets to work in this instance. You will die. God damn it. Anybody who wondered why people don't like the Hammerhead. Alright, let's get out of here. Yay! We got more data on a volcano. The Yakawa system.
have capacity. I have detected an anomaly.
Repeat, there's a piece of crap mech on this planet's surface. If you think you can get it to work, you're freaking welcome to it. Welcome to it. Repeat, there's a piece of crap mech on this planet's surface. If you think you can get it to work, you're freaking welcome to it. Welcome to it.
Probe
Repeat,
launched.
there's a piece of crap mech on...
Scans have found something.
So this side mission is actually also pretty dumb. You're gonna get attacked by a couple of Varen, but pretty much nothing else.
I am detecting a large supply of resources buried deep within the canyon walls. Heavy explosives will be required to excavate them.
I paid Harriet good money for this useless heap of signal error detected. Series of cache days of resources here on this planet, but memory leak detected. Alright, I said, sure thing. Leaks, sure, the thing leaks fuel like a bolus after a mug of Rincol, but I could deal with that. So I took off and laid out a trail of power cells leading from where I unloaded the mech to bad package, please restart, so I could at least get the thing moving. Now, illegal fault detected. Won't even move. Damn that swindling Elcor. So, this Emir Heavy Mech, it bleeds its own power cells out really badly. And as you can notice, its AI in Legendary Edition is kind of glitchy. Power cells. Basically what you need to do is you need to follow the Emir, find all the power cells along the route, get the power cells loaded into the Emir. The one kind of game that's not really done a lot is what if video games impossible. They're not done a lot because of licensing issues and laws regarding them. That's why games like that are not really done very often. Yeah, it does kind of suck, but...
Get ready to fight.
It's not the end of the world. Yeah, they would rake in a lot of cash if you did it right. The trick is doing it right, and there's not a lot of companies I trust nowadays to be able to do them justice. Power cells. his AI is glitched out. He's targeting something that he can't actually target and shoot.
Defense systems active.
$5,000 platinum was out here. Just raw platinum. Oh. Alright.
I have detected an anomaly.
Magnetic shielding failure detected. Catastrophic solar radiation exposure probable. Magnetic shielding failure detected.
Something on our sensors.
I don't know why all of those random explosive containers were there. They just were. So, this was a planetary solar energy shield, and if we didn't turn it back on, hundreds of colonists would have died. You really wouldn't know that, though. because the game doesn't make that very clear, except through text. We're almost done exploring the universe. I think day after tomorrow, I will be done with Mass Effect 2, and I will be able to begin Mass Effect 3. Once Mass Effect 3 is completed, I will attempt to move on to something else.
Anomaly detected. Probe launched. Scans have found something.
Quarian life form. Let's get cooking.
I am detecting a single Quarian life sign in your location. Judging by the suit's erratic readings, the Quarian is badly injured. I am also detecting multiple native life signs near your landing site.
Changing weapon.
Switch up.
Quarian life signs are stabilized. I recommend securing the area in preparation for shuttle extraction.
Yeah.
Agreed. Made contact. Captain is dead. Neutralized.
Worthless. Burn and die. Yeah, worthless.
Neutralized one. I will hold.
I am Krogan! On the ground now!
That one's dead.
Time to fight! On the ground now! Worthless. We need to leave.
So yeah, you basically needed to protect the last Quarian survivor. I love how Shepard pulled out a shotgun he didn't have, and then he just kicked the Varen right in the face!
Coordinates received. Your data inbound for pickup. You've done us a great service. Expecting a renegade.
Just shit kicks that Varen right in the head. Oh, that was great. Everybody loves kung fu fighting when you're going fast as lightning. The unenlightened masses, they cannot make the judgment call.
I have detected an anomaly. Launching probe. Launching probe. Scans have found something.
Prothean artifacts detected on the planet's surface.
Kinetic barrier detected. Kinetic barrier strength beyond conventional weapon capability. Recommend disabling power sources. Kinetic barrier strength reduced.
So this particular Firewalker mission has a pretty simple gimmick. The kinetic barrier needs to be brought down. In order to bring it down, you have to do so much damage to, or you don't have to do damage to it. You have to destroy its power conduits.
Kinetic barrier strength reduced.
The more of these you destroy, though, more rocket drones will pop out and try to get you.
Kinetic barrier strength reduced.
Fuck you! God damn, how many of these rocket drones are there? There's even more than I remember. You can't kill the bugs.
Dr. Aloy must have been indoctrinated by the Reapers. I found him sending our data to a Geth ship. I won't be responsible for another Geth attack, another Eden Prime. I've silenced Aloy. Forever. Dr. Aloy must have been indoctrinated by the Reapers. I found him sending our data to a Geth ship.
Here's the thing, if you pay close attention to the text that pops up in specific instances during the Firewalker missions, you still won't be able to figure out what the fuck this crazy idiot's
They're still
saying.
in my head, stealing my thoughts. I can't keep them out. I've got no choice but to destroy this relic. And myself.
You still can't tell what kind of story they're trying to write here for the Firewalker DLC because there's not enough actual elements there to be. Liz! There's a bot in here! It's not letting me get rid of him. Damn it. God damn it, Liz. Dr. Case would never understand the deal I made with the Collectors. He's obsessed with the Protheans. He would sacrifice everything to learn their secrets. It nearly cost me my life, but I did it for you, Helen, to ensure you remain safe. The damned Collectors agreed to spare your colony in exchange for this Prothean find. I can only hope you remained innocent of any of this ugly business. It was all for you. Yeah, Aloy wasn't indoctrinated. Aloy was blackmailed by the Collectors. Research found, artifact recovered. Literally nothing else.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Now, I do like the additional biotic damage that we got. So, you know, there was a point to that. I don't need it, but sure. Liz, kill the bot! Damn it, Liz! What did I hire you for?
We have used half our fuel.
And when the world needed her most, she vanished. Yes! Story of my life. I need to call my nephew. My stream's almost over and I really don't want to interrupt it right now when I'm almost done. Kurtasi. Kalabsha. The name of these sectors. Okay, so there should be just the last Firewalker mission. And then, I don't know if I want to do... You know, I might just take the little bit of extra time to do a story mission in Mass Effect 2 if I have the time. Because I just realized, wow, I have 4 or 5 clusters I now have to go through and examine. Okay, this is going to be a pain in the ass. Maybe I won't have time to do it. But I was considering getting the Reaper IFF now. But it looks like that's probably not going to happen. Because I've got 11 minutes. Sentry. I guess I should kind of go over all of the classes a little bit in this game to kind of explain what, like, I went over it at the beginning, but I didn't really explain it too much. What makes, you know, what weapons training would be good for each class, or what unique weapon is good for each class when you get to the mission where you can get that. I'll go ahead and say it. Adepts benefit most from assault rifles or shotguns. Just because adepts are medium to close range pretty much all the time.
Anomaly detected.
What is it called?
Scans have found something.
The Sentinel also benefits most from either sniper rifles or shotguns, because Sentinels are very tanky and sniper rifles allow them to kill enemies at range without them getting too close to them. And being a defensive class, they kind of want those powers. Engineers benefit most from shotguns, or I guess sniper rifles could be good for them because they cover a weakness. But assault rifles are also pretty good because engineers are, again, very medium to short range. Vanguards! Honestly, Vanguards benefit most from assault rifles, because those give them a good option for medium-range combat that is more versatile than SMGs. And they already have shotguns, You could argue also that they benefit a lot from sniper rifles because they don't really have a good long-ranged option at all. And assault rifles or sniper rifles are a good way to help patch that problem. But sniper rifles just don't gel with the class very well, and assault rifles gel a lot better. The reason the Claymore sucks for that class is because the Claymore is just a bad shotgun in general. It's actually a lot better for you to not get that, simply because the Geth Plasma shotgun is just a way better shotgun. It's the best shotgun in the game. That's really not even debatable. Next is the best one for the Infiltrator. Assault rifles don't really do anything the Infiltrator can't already do, but they add some strategic niches to the to that class's weapons arsenal. The reason why assault rifles aren't necessarily the best, by the way, yeah, you could totally cheese that Colossus from all the way over here. The reason why I didn't really pick up the Widow is because the Viper is just such a quintessential weapon that you really don't need the Widow. The Widow, however, is good if you're looking for a weapon that is ultra high-powered and cranks out the heavy damage. But the reason why I didn't take the Widow is because the Viper is just way more versatile, and due to its versatility, I like the Viper a lot more. Yeah, the Geth really don't try to shoot you from this distance, so you can just kind of casually look at this Colossus and blow it up. This isn't lame. Yeah, that Geth Destroyer almost destroyed me with a few shots. Some of the environmental antics you can pull with this thing are wicked cool. Like, I see the potential for a really fun and awesome foundation with this vehicle. But it's so grossly oversimplified and janky that it's just not... It just doesn't happen. There's a Geth Prime. You'll notice that these Geth Primes contain a ridiculous amount of guided armor-piercing missiles from a vehicle. The Mako just, it didn't take anywhere near that many shots to kill things. The only reason it might have taken a comparable amount of time is because the Mako had a much slower rate of fire on its cannon. I don't need these resources at all. I'm just pulling them out to show you what they are.
Warning. Geth forces detected.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, that wasn't good. see why this sucks so bad? This is what you do in order to be able to fight with this vehicle resembling relative safety. You get out of enemy weapons range and you sit here and you shoot rockets. Now, I could do that with the Mako, but here's the thing. The Mako is actually tanky enough that when I had to get into firefights, I didn't have to stay at a distance in order to not die.
Mission objectives completed.
Good. This mission sucked anyway. Alright, I will be right back. Oh. Okay. Dr. Case's location not found. We already found Dr. Case. And Dr. Oloy. Oh. Okay. Now we need to go down to Schwarzschild. I kept trying really hard not to run to the bathroom for a good portion of the stream, just so because I didn't want to interrupt it when it was almost over, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. Ugh. There we go. Message deleted by moderator. Okay.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
There's enough to get us to the mass relay. Alright. Are there any more unread messages? Artifacts cataloged. Okay.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yes, thank you, I know. Thank you all very much for watching. I've been Savage Hound Dusk. Tune in next time for the final 3 missions of the game. And it'll be the end of Mass Effect 2 and the beginning of Mass Effect 3. I've been Savage Hound Dusk, everybody. Make sure to check out my YouTube and Discord to catch up on all my streams. Later.